I will start recording and we will start. Just give me a few minutes to make sure everything is working.
I think you also need to enable chat for participants, Ivona.
They have Q&A and it works, so no chat.
Cool.
Great. Just a second. Great. So we're live. We're starting. Thank you everyone for joining. We're gathered here today to talk about the home and deco category with our lovely guests that are users from BusinessLeague. I'm gonna be your moderator together with my colleagues Raluca and Tudor to talk about some insights about the platform. Here's the agenda for today. I will be doing an overview of the digital market as we see it from this category in the month of August and in the last 6 months, helped with the data from BusinessLeague platform. Then I have a surprise announcement for you and for all the participants of this webinar. And we have some study cases from our lovely guests here from Regata, Selltoro, and Intently. This is the order, and at the end, we will be taking the Q&As from all guests. So, no further ado, I looked over the digital data from SimilarWeb in the last 3 months to see which were top players that we are seeing in the online marketing in this category. As you can see, top player is by far a local player called Dedeman, followed by another chain. And what I did next is looked on how their traffic perform within the August month, which is a seasonal important month in Romania, since most of the gardening or repairs are happening during this month here in Romania. I'm not sure about this is a seasonal trend for all countries, but I'm sure that our guests will be touching this subject. So as you can see, this category, it's a category where online happens during weekdays, seeing a peak, seeing a lower traffic during weekends when probably the work happens. And also we see our special category during the 15th of August when we have a bank holiday and nobody is checking the demand prices or offers in the end. Most of the traffic that we see for high players in the online market comes for organic probably searches or and this is a lot of the traffic, almost 70%, followed by direct traffic. So what this means, it means that there isn't a big player or brand. It's not that important when you do the queries for this category, because people are probably searching the product names or are interested in specific products, and then they end up on website checking the offer, checking the specifics. What else we see, and we also see it in our platform, is the ratio of mobile traffic, which is by far which is by far big on mobile. Sebastian, I see your raised hand. Please put your Q&As under the Q&A section and we will be replying in the end. Good. And if we look over social traffic, where does this traffic comes from, again, within the whole market for these special prayers, we see that somebody did a blogger campaign probably because the increase is very high on that specific blogger. We see a decrease from ChatGPT, but we should notice the importance that chat have in redirecting traffic. And also we see a lot of YouTube there, meaning probably that the consumer behavior is to research, to see how it's done, and it needs a bit of more education. But also tells us that investing maybe in traffic sources such as socials or maybe influencers that are in this category might be something to look at. Going further, I will let my colleague Raluca go over the data that we see in our platform, and we see and to see if there are similarities or we see something different that we just saw from the entire landscape. Raluca, do you want to share your presentation, or should I go on?
No, you can go on, please. Hello, everyone. Thank you for the valuable market insights, Ivona. I'd like to start with the big picture for home and deco category in BusinessLeague over the last 6 months. So we've seen 66.2 thousand sales, which is an increase compared to last year. It's a clear sign of growing and interest in this category. The conversion rate across all channels stands at 2%, which is quite strong given the competitive nature of this segment. And in total, sales generated a value of 456.680 thousand euros, fueled by more than 3.3 million clicks. And this shows that shoppers are not just browsing, but are willing to make higher value purchases. Next, we'll be looking at the monthly evolution. We can, in the first graphic, we can clearly see a spike in March, followed by a small dip in April, but the overall trend is upwards, with sales stabilizing at around 12,000 sales per month. And in the second graph, when we look at traffic sources, the picture becomes even more interesting. Google Shopping Ads, so CSS, is by far the leading driver of sales, followed by Google Search, coupons and vouchers, and product aggregators. And then at the same time, in the last graphic, we can see the conversion rate has been on a positive trajectory ever since the beginning of the year. And it's reached nearly 2.5% in June. So this is an improvement, and it tells us that the campaigns are becoming more efficient and consumers are converting. Next, there are top 5 traffic sources in this category. We have CSS being the first one with 68.2%, then Google Ads Search with 12.2%, coupons and vouchers 7.4%, product aggregators 7%, and then cashbacks. And next, let's look at the performance by traffic source and in terms of conversion rate and average order value. So we can see that the best performer for conversion rate is buy now, pay later, which leads with 9.1% conversion rate. And this shows how powerful flexible payment options can be for driving conversions. In terms of average order value, we can see that user-generated sites and forums are the top of the list, with the average order value of 230 euros. And even though looking at the conversion rate, it's a lower rate, but the transaction they bring are highly valuable. And then we have cashbacks, which is a strong all-rounder because it balances with a 7.95 conversion rate and a high AOV of 182 euros. So it's a reliable and consistent channel that it's worth to look at. Next, when Okay, we have some behavioral insights by time. So when we look at consumer behavior by day, we notice some patterns. So from Monday to Tuesday, there are strong days for sales, and this reflects the fresh start effect when people are more likely to make changes and purchase at the beginning of the week. And then another important point is that mobile purchases are consistently over the desktop ones, which Ivona also told us earlier. And it shows quick impulsive decisions that are made on the mobile. And desktop it is more used often at work or when when consumers are making more complex decisions. And during the weekends, consumers identify needs at home and they postpone purchases, leading to the conversions happening on Monday or at the beginning of the week. And so that's why a good recommendation here would be to use limited time weekend offers or mobile push notifications to capture those postponed purchases. Next, now if we look at the hours of the day, we can see another interesting trend. So between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m., the sales peak, and there's a higher share of desktop traffic. So this suggests maybe people are browsing at the workplace and they're buying from there. In contrast, in the evening between 7 and 10 p.m., we can see strong mobile sales, which points to a more relaxed, impulsive-driven shopping behavior after work. And during the night and early morning, activity is minimal, so it indicates that this category is not urgency-driven. So the key takeaway here is to run desktop targeted campaigns during working hours and push mobile promotions in the evening when consumers are more open to make quick decisions. Now, finally, looking at the average order value by traffic source, we can see that review sites generate the highest AOV. And this is because reviews reduce purchase risk and provide inspiration, and they encourage consumers to spend more. Another spike in AOV comes from user-generated content on Thursdays, which again, it shows the power of social proof and driving the high-value purchases. And that's why I think maybe it showed in what Ivona told us earlier with the YouTube. Maybe they are looking at reviews and they want to buy after watching the reviews on YouTube. So overall, the average order value remains stable throughout the week with no major fluctuations, and showing that consumers in home and deco are consistent in how they spend. And with that being said, I will pass it to my colleague Tudor.
Tudor, you're on mute. We are waiting for some recommendation from you.
Hello, everybody. I think the slide is not, yeah. Now it's showing. So I'm Tudor. I'm senior affiliate manager here in Top Performance, and I'm taking care of top affiliates, like our guest here, Jan from Selltoro, and most from Intently. As you have been seeing in Raluca's presentation, of course, CSS is our biggest promotional method. And we have a lot of interesting affiliates to work with. If you have the need to complete your palette of affiliates, you have to contact me. You can contact me anytime. You will have my details after this slide, so we can work together to grow your business. So As I said, because CSS is our top promotional method, you have to be sure that your feeds are very good, are optimized, and you can offer anything that affiliate needs. So yeah, I will consider also working with search ads. So search ads affiliates are not so many because a lot of CSS of affiliates move to CSS, but it remains a good batch of search affiliates that are doing very well, and search ads affiliates are, as I seen in the presentation, the second promotional method in our on our platform. So please try to work with them to expand your palette of promotional methods and to have an ideal growth of your program. I want now to speak especially about retargeting affiliates. They were not so present in the numbers because they are just starting to grow in our platform, but the growing is huge. It's amazing. It's very impressive, and they can bring a lot of value to your program. They can bring new clients. They can bring back the users that leave your site, so reduce your bounce rate. We will have here a presentation from our top retargeting affiliate intently. You will see more details and more numbers. And of course, if you want to work with him or other retargeting affiliates, you can contact me on one of my colleagues. And I think the last thing that I consider very, very important for you to do to grow your program is the last point here, constant communication with affiliates. We just launched our chat in in the platform. You can message in our chat or in our messaging. Of course, if you have constant relations and good relations with our affiliates, you can talk on other channels. But communication is very, very important. And as you can see, it is also important for Q4 that is coming right away the door. So don't forget about what my colleague Raluca said, to optimize for mobile, but I think now all your websites are mobile friendly, and of course promotions and coupons and other way of promoting your programs are very important to add in your dashboard. So for the moment, I think it's I'm finished. Ivona, you can go to the slide where our guest can see my details. You will have the slide, I think, in your inbox after the presentation. Thank you. Ivona, I think you're next.
Yep. Thank you, Tudor. We will now be starting with we have an offer. I almost forgot about our special offer. I'm gonna go quick through it. We usually want to reward people that are attending because they are taking our time, they're taking their time to listen to us and be better. So that's why we are always giving a special offer only for people that are joining this webinar and only for people that are within this category. So this time you are gonna get a sign up bonus of 300 euros in your account to start your first affiliate campaign. This means that you will be starting already with a budget, so you can launch within a second your first affiliate campaigns. If you are interested, talk to our sales guy. We will be giving his contact on email after this call. Again, this is a special offer that you do not have in other places, and it's our welcome for giving us your attention. Going further, we will start with our first guest speaker to talk more about the trends that they're seeing in affiliate and in digital at their company. Mihai, please, you have the floor.
Hello everyone, thank you for introduction, Ivona. Let me share my screen with you real quick. So, I'm Mihai. I manage our company's website and our e-commerce platform. We are a very big player in Romania in the home and deco category. We are mainly an importer of all our products. So as a side note, the main traffic sites that Ivona said they are very important in Romania. We import our product and sell to them. We have over 8,000 products in our range. Our main categories are ceramic tiles, laminate flooring, sanitary, bathroom, doors, and many others. Just for your information, I put here our individual product numbers to give you an image of our entire product range. As you can see, we have every category has at least 100 products. So this, we think, can get us to a wide range of customers. All our products are in our own stock. We can deliver it quickly. We just want right now traffic and to make us make conversion and give you commissions, We are present nationwide. We can deliver in any part of the country. We also have 9 showrooms in our country. We try to distribute them to get to each corner of the country. And our online shop and our showrooms work together, we saw a trend that many customers comes to our showrooms, then go home, and then they can do some research, and afterward they can place an online order. As I said, we can deliver it anywhere, any product. We have our own fleet of trucks. We have partners with all the main couriers in Romania, even for big products, heavy products to deliver, As an advantage of being a direct importer, we have exceptionally competitive prices. You will see in my presentation that some of the products have the best prices you can find online anywhere in Romania. We have a customer-centric approach. We have professional consultancy in our showrooms and even for our online shops via a call center department. So we have all the tools necessary to sell. Just to give you a picture of our entire operation, this is a graph of our online sales versus other sales channels. So our online sales account for 14% of total sales. So it's a big, important part for us. The biggest part also is our B2B sales. As I said, we sell in bulk to the biggest the do-it-yourself shops in Romania, to the biggest online shops. Even the biggest online shop, EMAG, in Romania buys from us some products. We have noticed a buying behavior offline versus online. Offline clients tend to buy quicker, to make quicker decision based on physical experience, based on how they see and feel the product. And online, the clients have more calculated decision. They are comparing prices with other sellers. They are looking at reviews. They are looking on YouTube for tutorials or maybe some of other things. So this you can see how important is our affiliate program from us. 58% of our total online sales are organics and direct sales. 31% of our sales are through direct ads, Google, Meta, and a big part of our total sales is our affiliate program, 11%. So this means we are always open to any kind of proposal to make this part get bigger, you know. Also, we noticed that this part of 11% or sales through affiliate program have lower cost for us versus paid ads. So if for us it's a lower cost and we have room to grow, we are open to affiliates with full support, custom visuals, coupons, preferential commissions, anything just to make this part even bigger. So our vision is to make Regata a top destination for quality and functional home and deco products. As I said, we are selling to the top players in home and deco category in Romania. So why not become ourselves one of those big players? We have the means, we have the interest, we have all we need. We just want to grow. So in short-term projections, we expect significant growth in our sales over the next few quarters, particularly in affiliate-generated sales, because we always are open to new partners for our affiliate program. So to make this growth happen, for our affiliates, we want to give them a clear view of our promotional calendar so they can plan their campaigns ahead of time. So in every month of this year, we will have monthly promotion. In November, we will have Black Friday. By the way, it will be a black month, as it will be the entire month. We'll run the entire month. And for December, when generally sales slows down a little, we will also have end of the year promotion with lots of products, almost as big as Black Friday. So for any one of these promotions, we can provide our affiliates with whatever they need to promote us, to get traffic, and further to get sales. So let's give you a sneak peek from us. We are thinking of creating a performance challenge campaign, and we will launch a leaderboard based on our affiliates' performance. And the top performance who exceeds certain thresholds, we receive substantial bonuses. So for the affiliates watching right now and hearing us, we are open to this kind of program. We will provide all of our affiliates with more details soon in the coming weeks. So we can, from October, we can already launch this program.
Very exciting plans, Mihai. And we're very happy to see that you have such long-term planning. I will require you to be aware of the time and try to wrap it up, especially don't go into details if these are about our affiliates program. We'll probably be talking with them some more.
Okay. So we are open to all kinds of affiliates, cashbacks, coupons, social media, content writers, product aggregators. We don't have any conditions where we are open to everything. And we will ensure a flexible partnership that adapts to any specific needs. We also are looking to building preferential partnerships. So if any affiliates can help us grow more and can deliver results, we are prepared for this kind of partnerships. We believe a great partnership is a win-win, so let's see the results and then we can talk. For the traffic our affiliates are bringing in, we have a bunch of solutions to increase our conversion rate. So we have systems for abandoned cart recovery. We have flexible payment options for our customers. So we think the conversion rate should grow from this project.
Great. Talking about, sorry, but I have to cut you here. Talking about traffic sources, we would like to go further and see the opinion and the presentation of the other guests here. Sorry, we are really short on time this time, but thank you a lot. We got some insights from you. They are great. I'm super excited for your plans. Cannot wait to be implemented within the platform, and we'll talk some more.
Sure.
So now we will be waiting for our next speaker. Moss, will you take the presentation, please?
Yeah, happy to. Let me share my screen. You guys can see that, yeah?
Yeah.
Amazing. Thanks for having me. Appreciate the introduction there. I'm Moss, Global Partnerships Director at Intently. Over the next 15 minutes, I'll show you how we help brands drive serious uplift across the funnel with smart and seamless on-site tech. Some of you may already know what we do, but for those who are not familiar, we are an on-site customer conversion and shopper insights platform. The platform uses intent-based solutions to boost customer conversions and revenue. And how we do that, really simple. We integrate our tag onto the site. The tag starts to collect some really valuable data. We don't collect any PII. It's literally just the engagement, how the customer is behaving and engaged on your site. We look at that data, identify pain points, and find ways to help you, improve those conversion rates. And I'll go into more detail on that shortly. These are the couple of objectives we can support. So if it's to reduce your bounce rate, recover abandonment, boosting AOV, increasing new customer signups and new customer acquisition, whatever the goal is, we have a solution in place to help you achieve those goals for Q4 and obviously Q1 of 2026. This is the Shopportunity. This just gives you a visual of how our tech works. So here is your site traffic. And then on the second slide here, the global conversion rate currently sits around 2.6%. Depending on the sector and the industry you're in, finance, insurance, travel can be slightly less, and e-commerce slightly more, but that is the global conversion, which leaves a huge 97.4% of customers leaving sites and not purchasing or signing up or subscribing, whatever the offering is for that site. They're not doing anything. We don't like to sell dreams here at Intently and say we're going to help you recover all of this, because we don't do that. But what we're very good at is targeting that 2 to 10% unconverting traffic. These are the moments where intent can be shaped. How we do that? We give you access to some amazing tools. So firstly is the analytics suite. This allows you to track everything in real time, so you can see the performance. We look at that data post-launch to find ways to optimize. We don't just launch campaigns and then just sit back and hope everything. We're looking at the data. You have an account manager that's assigned to your brand and find ways to optimize and improve the performance as we go. And basically, you're able to run reports and clearly see that uplift. Then you have our in-page campaigns. This is subtle embedded prompts that guide customers. Again, these strategies could be integrated to increase AOV, new product awareness. The opportunities are endless, but it's an alternative to our proven overlay strategies, which I will mention in 2 slides time. But really nice embedded native solutions. Then we have Smart Choice. This is a AI recommendation engine that we launched this month. Very excited about this product. As you know, AI is everyone's talking about AI, and we didn't want to just say we use AI and just jump on the AI bandwagon. We wanted to introduce AI in a very smart way and make sure that when we are talking about AI, it is doing what it says on the packaging. So this is a conversational Q&A that guides shoppers to the right product, brand, price in seconds, lifting your conversion and AOV. And I'm going to show you an example of how this product works. So this works really well for brands that do have a huge catalog of products, but sometimes customers are overwhelmed with choice or they're lost and they may not know how to navigate your website. You can build the best looking website and user-friendly website, but you're still going to lose customers. So this tool helps you guide customers to the right product and make quick decisions confidently. Then we have our overlays. For me, this is our hero product. This is the product that you'll see a lot of our brands utilizing in their strategies. They're personalized nudges that appear when a customer is about to leave, show hesitation, or just show high intent. So depending on the rules we implement in the overlay, if the customer meets those rules, then the overlay is triggered. Otherwise, if you have a customer that knows how to navigate your site, adds a product to their basket, converts, they will never see intently solutions. So we're very highly targeting customers that show exit intent or hesitation. Again, I'll show you some examples of how that looks shortly. Then we have our email remarketing, as some of you may already have some sort of solution in place, or using other brands that solely work on email remarketing. So again, this is your classic. If someone drops off, we can help you follow up and bring them back and introduce them back to the site and hopefully that buying cycle. We are the perfect affiliate partner. What do I mean by that? We basically work seamlessly within the affiliate channel. No tracking issues, no conflicts. We blacklist all affiliate and partner traffic because this is to prevent double attribution, because we know brands work with so many different partners, whether it's content created, social. So any of that type of traffic going to the site, we blacklist, and that traffic will never see intently solutions. So our solutions will only work to your organic traffic and your paid traffic. We want to be credited for something we have contributed to and not on the piggy bank of someone else. So we blacklist all affiliate traffic. Again, I can go into more detail. Should you book some time with myself and the team, we can go into more detail about that. And as you can see here, we work across many verticals: fashion, health and beauty, electronics, telco, groceries, most importantly, home and garden as well. I'm going to show you some examples now of how our solutions work, so you guys can fully see the value. So first of all, I'm going to show you Barker and Stonehouse. Can you guys see this website?
Yep.
Yep, perfect. Just for reference context, this is just an internal debugger suite. No one will ever see this. This allows me to see the campaigns that we're running on our client sites. So with Barker and Stonehouse, they wanted us to help them with improving their conversions with cart abandonment. So we've got something in place for that. And also, we don't as a performance-based model, so we only get paid on our performance and obviously the customer buying successfully purchasing a product. We also introduce campaigns that complement the full funnel, and sometimes these campaigns make us no money whatsoever. And what I mean by that, with Barco and Stonehouse, we know if a customer is browsing a number of products, but they haven't added a product into their basket, they might need some inspiration, they might need some sort of nudge. We trigger a campaign like this, which I'm just going to force through so you can see. I'm just going to force it through here. And there it is. It's get inspired before you decide. Thinking it over, take home the best Barker and Stonehouse with our free brochure. And the customer can click on this CTA and request a brochure, complete their details. We don't get any money for this. This is just a campaign we introduced as a full funnel to complement all the other strategies on site. So we're always thinking of the long picture, the long, the vision. And again, the campaigns that do drive performance, and this is where we are paid, are the campaigns like the dynamic basket. So these are the customers that add a product to their basket, but for whatever reason, they move their cursor for desktop users. And if they move slowly to the address bar, or they move the cursor to the exit for the tab, this overlay is triggered the minute our tech identifies the cursor is showing exit intent. And we're reminding the customer that they've left a product in their basket, because sometimes the customer could have been distracted by a phone call, or kids at home, or in the office with colleagues, etc., etc. So we're just reminding them that they have a product in their basket, and obviously, hopefully, they click on checkout now, and then this introduce them back into the checkout and they complete their sale. Again, this is only triggered when a customer shows exit intent. If this customer was to convert, they would never see the Intently solutions. Other solutions that we can do could be based in products that are out of stock. So they could land on a product page where through an organic Google search, we can trigger an overlay to say, sorry, this product is out of stock, but why don't you check out some alternatives? So they will click on that, and then it will redirect the customer to an alternative product. We also run campaigns based on the browsing activity on the website. So we know this customer, for this example, has browsed gym equipment, but they still haven't added a product in their basket. So this is triggered just to say, hey, why don't you check out the full range? Again, every overlay is only triggered based on the customer's browsing activity and how are they engaged on your site. So it's a bespoke personal experience. Every customer, different customers will see different overlays triggered based on their activity, and obviously meeting the rules that we've implemented on the strategies. With another brand that we have in Italy, we know that sometimes customers need a bit of some sort of incentive. We don't like to always throw discount codes, but if you're happy to, incentivize a new customer, because we know that they haven't logged into their account, so we know that it's a new customer, and they're showing exit intent on the home page, for example, before they go, we show a strategic 10% off first orders. We see a lot of websites, when you load up, the first thing that loads is, hey, sign up, 10% off your first order. You can use this in a more strategic way, because you don't need to give everyone 10% off. And I understand why brands do it. They're trying to build up their database and the CRM. But we always advise brands to maybe only show this discount when a customer is about to show exit intent. They're new customers. They've seen a few products, but they've not added anything to the basket. And then this will maybe create some urgency, and it's using it more intelligently to protect your margins. Going back to the smart choice, when I mentioned about the AI recommendation tool, with HP in Canada, we know customers sometimes, when they're looking at products like, laptops, for example, for this example, I know this is outside of the home and garden sector, but the technology works just the same. So you might have, a big catalog of products, garden furniture, homeware. we can create something to help the customer engage and understand, find the product that they're looking for. So for this example, find your new laptop. How do you plan to use your laptop? I'll say I'm using it for business. Do you have a preference on the screen size? Yes, I like a large screen. How often are you on the move? I'm always on the move. Where do you store, what do you store on your laptop? So it's basically asking me, sorry, it's basically asking me, you know, how am I using my laptop? I'm going to say I use it for everything. And then are there any features that you really enjoy on, you know, previous laptops? So for myself, I enjoy the fingerprint reader because it helps me, you know, I don't have to type in a password every time, and I'm not really worried about anything else. And then budget, most importantly. I'm going to go in the middle. And now it's going to now give me the products based on all my requirements. It's read the product feed, and now it's giving me the choices that I, you know, recommended on everything I've answered. And we can do this for your websites, whether it's garden furniture, whether it's curtains, bedding, whatever the product range you are selling. You might, you know, store a huge range of different colors, materials, purposes. We can create a tool to ask questions and then guide the customers to that particular product. Going back to my presentation, just to wrap things up, key points. We're a performance-based model, baseline CPA, no contracts, no setup costs, no monthly, you know, integration costs. We can integrate with all sorts of different networks, whether it's Awin, Rakuten, Impact. We work with all the major networks. Some of our competitors will only work with a certain caliber of clientele. We work with everyone. It could be a business that's just about to launch. It could be an established business, a global enterprise brand. We work with everyone. And we can run anything between 1 to 100 campaigns on your site. You know, the tag will identify some pain points. We will always advise a full funnel strategy. For the first case, we'll always give you a pilot campaign scheme and say, right, this is what we advise because we know these will work really well on your site. And then after 4 to 6 weeks, we analyze the data and we optimize and we take it from there. And as mentioned with the tools that we have, we would always advise some overlays, some embedded solutions, and some of the AI. So you have a bit of mixture of everything. And we know that when a customer is about to leave, maybe on your homepage or when they abandon the cart, there is a solution strategically placed, sitting quietly in the background, about to trigger to help you intercept and not lose that customer. And it takes about 7 to 10 days to onboard you. And then once you're onboarded, you have an account manager that's assigned to your brand, and they will be the person you will always go to, whether you have questions, queries about the dashboard, logins, whatever it is. And yeah, it's a fully managed service.
Interesting business model you have there, but we need to wrap up.
Yes, I was wrapping up there. So yeah, that's us in a nutshell. Any questions, you're more than welcome to book some time with us and the team, and we're happy to run a very bespoke demo with some nice examples so you fully understand the offering.
Thank you. You do seem to do a lot of things. Will be interesting to see your solutions more into performance and in BusinessLeague. I will be leaving the mic to our next guest and remind you that if you have Q&A, you can use the Q&A function from this Zoom. Great, all good.
Okay. Hello everyone, my name is Jan. I'm CEO at the Selltoro, and we cooperate with 2Performant as a CSS partner. Raluca and Tudor briefly mentioned CSS, and I will take a look in more detail in this presentation. I think we're running out of time a little bit, so I'll try to be quick. The first thing that interested me was how big is the pie in home and deco category in Romania. When we look at the entire home and deco market, we are sitting in a very big table. The total retail is about 14 billion euro, and by 2028 it should expected grow to about 20 billion euro. E-commerce is still represent around 3 or 4%, so I think there is still a huge potential for all of the merchants. And since we operate across more than 20 European countries, I also look at the Romanian retail in detail, but these data are from some public sources, so it could be not so precise. Anyways, I see big opportunity because if we compare this home and deco with electronics and these other segments, I think there is still huge potential. What's driving the market? First, there is growing demand in home and deco improvements and decoration. It's started after the pandemic. Customers usually have a high average order value, and at the same time, they are very price sensitive and love discounts and promotions. So this is like every other category in e-commerce, and I think maybe with the pressure of marketplaces, you see this trend across all categories. And the other thing is the seasonality, definitely, because it depends if you sell furniture or gardening and these things. So it has some peaks in the season. I think for home and deco, the mix of affiliates and CSS works really well. Affiliates brings inspiration through content sites, guides, reviews, and CSS or comparison shopping services help with the visibility in Google Shopping. So you can get bigger reach, flexible budget, and scaling during the season. CSS is not only about Google, but that's the bigger one. We also work with the Bing or have some price comparison websites, but the Google is the top player with his PLA. Just to make sure everyone's that we are on the same page, CSS and the Google Shopping partners placing products into PLAs, product listing ads. These are the little boxes in Google with the product image, price, and retailer name. And we focused on this type of propagation. So we work with thousands of merchants on performance-based cooperation. You can picture it easily as you see the image, and you probably know that from your shopping and searching in Google. CSS also work great with your Google Ads. If you have your own campaigns, it's a perfect complement for the strategy. Some extra insights for home and garden. There are few things to keep in mind. The buying process is longer. People compare prices and read reviews, especially for furnitures and more expensive products. Big players like IKEA or Dedeman combine the offline and online very strongly, but smaller shops can win thanks to Google Shopping and affiliates. I think the demand is sustainable and smart products keep growing. We also discussed the seasonality is definitely a factor here. You have some spring season, summer season, And now we are before the big Christmas season. About the Black Friday, this Black Friday will be at the November 28th, but we see the wave is moving earlier every year. Many people finish their planned shopping already at the beginning of the November. For merchants, it's a chance to activate discounts early and capture these customers, while also benefiting from strongly lower prices compared to the absolutely peak in the performance marketing. And even if our region, we watched Black Friday, is not only about Friday, it started with the weekend. After that, it was a Black Week. Now it's basically Black Month, as also Mihai said. And I guess most of us are in marketing and we are fine with that. But if you are asked logistics, they'll tell you it's a blessing. Instead of one crazy day, orders are spread out. I think it's better to have a smaller stress for a whole month than one heart attack in one day. Some practical tips, as I mentioned in previous slides, make sure and optimize and fine-tune your product feeds. It's very important for our propagation. So the titles, images, prices, availability, and all these labels and data are very strong factors for great performance. Prepare your budgets in advance. Highlight the seasonal products, and finally use CSS to stretch the budget and secure the maximum visibility. That's all for me. You can reach me via TubePerformant or my colleague Christina, or directly by email. We will be happy to discuss the cooperation. And thank you for your attention. This autumn, I think it will be 3 years our cooperation with TubePerformant. So I'm happy that we are running now more than 200 merchants, and I will be glad if you decided to join them too. So thank you.
Happy more years together with BusinessLeague. Thank you for your presentation. I think this is the first webinar where we managed to finish on time. So we're ready for Q&As if there are any. If not, then they can reach out to you or to BusinessLeague and we'll happily pass it forward. I'm not seeing any questions for now, so I'm gonna leave you all with 2 minutes left for your next meetings or day. So thank you all for being present, for taking your time, thank you all the participants for being here, and also don't forget about your special offer because you took time, and wish you all a good day and see you in